And it seems there is a race going on among the automakers to go electric. German car makers, they are especially in the race. Now Audi, another iconic German car maker, has kicked off its electrification journey in India by launching 3 EVs and SUVs under e-tron brand last week. With this, Audi India has set a target of 15% of its total sales in the country to come from EVs by 2025. But to talk all that and much more today, we are joined by its head, Balbir Singh Dhillon. Good morning to you, Balbir. First of all, you've launched EV e-tron for upwards of rupees 1 crore. How big is the market for such EVs? And tell us about your plan in the direction.
We are just starting this journey in India, and we have to be all patient in this journey because the success is definitely going to be there, but we have to be consistent. There is a lot of perception around electric vehicles that is not just related to vehicles, but also related to charging infrastructure and potential problems customers may face. So we have to work on all this, and we have done a lot of work on this. Maybe I will speak on these topics as we move on today with you and for the viewers. But as I said, it's going to be a journey and a successful journey for us. And what we've decided for us ourselves long term is that by the year 2025, we want to sell 15% of the total cars that we sell in India in electric space. So you will not just see these 3 cars that we are launching, but also more cars being launched by Audi in the near future.
But Mr. Dhillon, isn't the infra support a big issue because it is still in nascent stages? EVs are still in nascent stage in India. So isn't the infra support a big issue?
Well, for the overall industry, you are right. Unlike the ICE engine cars where you just go to any fuel station, you fill up and you carry on, you need to have sufficient number of charging stations available where you can charge the cars. But there is also, you have to keep in mind that at most of the places or most of the customers, the charging will happen at their own homes or their offices because we have cars. e-tron 55 has a range of up to 480 plus kilometers. So you don't need to charge the car on twice in a day. You don't need to even charge the car, let's say, every day basis. If your commute is less than 100 kilometers in a day, you could charge the car twice in a week. And most of this charging will happen overnight when you're keeping the cars in your parking. So yes, for sure, if you have to travel long distance, you need to understand what kind of charging is available on the way, AC, DC, and how fast can it charge. But I think by and large, the charging will happen at customers' own locations. Said that, we definitely are in a place where India is a very large country and charging infrastructure is developing. I can give you some examples from my own side that at Audi, we've already installed almost 30 chargers across our dealerships, and we intend to put in place over 100 chargers and at 75 locations in 75 cities. What we're doing is not only our dealerships, but within our group, our other brands within our group, we'll also install chargers there.
And the last question to you, what about the impact of second COVID wave and any damage because of the global chip shortage? How are you tackling it here?
So you're absolutely right. I think second wave was also, that dented the industry overall, and we are no stranger. I mean, at the end of the day, when the dealership operations are shut, it is difficult to run. So what happens during this time when there are lockdown? Our intention is always to look at the human side. So we focus on safety of our employees. We look at safety of our dealership employees, and where possible, we also try to help our customers. Let's say we continue to announce certain programs for the doctors. If they need the servicing of their cars, we try to help them wherever it is possible. That is during the lockdown. But after the lockdown is opening up, we are also seeing a very good recovery. And with every passing week, the number of inquiries, the number of walk-in to our showrooms, and also the number of test drives that we are able to give is only improving. And so is the retail. So after the lockdown opening up, the business is coming back on track very well. The second point which you mentioned was about the semiconductor shortage. Well, the planning cycle for the luxury space is, let's say, 9 months to 1 year. So what we have so far, what is available was planned long time back. So far we are kind of fine with the availability of products. But definitely, going forward, there are some challenges that we are facing. But the information that we receive on this topic is, let's say, regular information on a weekly basis. There is no long-term predictions on this topic, but we hope next 3 to 6 months' time, the things will slowly start coming back to normal.
Thank you, Mr. Dhillon, for getting all these details and giving us this perspective as well. WION now available in your country. Download the app and get all the news on the move.